Supreme Court has set aside the termination of 2 female judges in Madhya Pradesh, and this is after the court found the order to be punitive, arbitrary and also illegal. Now, the judgment was delivered in a suo motu case concerning the dismissal of 6 women civil judges in Madhya Pradesh. Now, though 4 of them were reinstated following the Supreme Court's intervention last year, 2 remaining judges, Aditi, Kumar, Sharma and Sarita Chaudhary, were not reinstated. The judges had joined Madhya Pradesh Judicial Services in 2018 and 2017 respectively. Nupur joins us back. Nupur, in one of the cases of these women, the court has made some very significant observations with regard to the need for society and for judiciary to be far more mindful when it comes to miscarriages. Tell us the significance of this order and also give us a context to this case.
Well, to give you a context, there were at least 6 women civil judges that were dismissed by the Madhya Pradesh High Court last year. They had approached the Supreme Court with a complaint that they are facing this particular grievance, that it is an unjust on their part. Supreme Court at that time, ex-CGI Chandrachud had taken suo motu cognizance and had reprimanded High Court for this approach towards female women judges. And after that, the High Court had reinstated 4 female judges, but these 2 were still left out. Now, in one particular case of these 2, out of these 2 judges, one was a lady who had actually, in fact, experienced a miscarriage, had contracted COVID, had a brother who was going through blood cancer, and several other factors were affecting her, performance or the case disposal rate during her probation. So the High Court had dismissed her, noting her the lag in the case disposal rate during that particular time. The Supreme Court today, however, ordering the MP High Court to reinstate these 2 women judges, made very strong observations against the High Court's conduct in, dismissing these women judges. And in fact, the Supreme Court said that, just by saying that we are proud to have a growing number of women lawyers and women judges is not enough. They have to ensure that they are given a safe environment. And when a miscarriage happens, a woman goes through several conditions, which may include depression and several psychological pressures and societal pressure and financial crunch as well. So, keeping all this in mind, that Supreme Court today has directed the High Court to reinstate these 2 judges within 15 days, and stated they were as they were dismissed in while they were on probation. So now the Supreme Court, keeping all the lost time and all the sufferings in mind, the court has passed this very crucial verdict. That is, the Supreme Court also observed that ensuring that women stay in judicial professions and in fact in higher positions will also impact gender outcomes in cases that are concerning women. So a women judge dealing with a women related cases can actually make a difference in delivering justice. The Supreme Court, this similar bench had, in fact, made a very strong remark and saying that if male judges knew that what is the pain of menstruations, they would not, be passing such orders. These were the words by Justice B.V. Nagarathna in the last hearing while it was considering this case. Right. Today also the court has made very significant observations with regard to women's rights and gender equality in workplaces.
Right. Nupur, also, I know you've touched upon this, but talk to us about the larger issues that the court emphasized on today by bringing in other issues, including pregnancy, menstruation, and also miscarriages, the kind of social impact miscarriages have on judicial officers, and the importance of a supportive environment specifically in judiciary, what kind of impact it can have for increasing participation of women in judiciary. Tell us, what did the court say exactly, and why did the court go to these matters?
Well, because this particular case of a lady judge was, her case was that her leaves were counted and her case disposal rate was, adjudged by the High Court while dismissing her in such a way that she was, in fact, eventually dismissed basis on her performance by the High Court. However, the Justice B.V. Nagarathna, said that if someone asks the condition, the work environment in which women judicial officers work, they will get to know that how many pills they have to to pop, how many painkillers they have to, take on some days of the month while, performing their duties in the court. So this, in fact, is a very, a crucial remark by the judge of the Supreme Court, saying that they have to, it's high time that judiciary becomes, sensitive to make sure that women who are coming in the legal profession stay in the legal profession and excel in the legal profession.
Right. Thank you, Nupur, for joining us with those very important significant observations made by the Supreme Court in the context of miscarriage faced by women and the need for judiciary to also offer a supportive work environment, specifically when it comes to lower courts.